Design Salvation, episode 75.
This is Design Salvation, your lifeline to better design with Dixie and Annie. Our mission is to share our conversation with you so we can all elevate our work and lifestyle. Welcome to the fold.
Hey, y'all, it's Dixie Stark.
And Annie Lundquist.
We are Design Salvation.
And it's Christmas.
Oh, it is Christmas. And I'm actually ready for this episode where you throw Christmas onto the table.
I'm so glad because we need it. We all need it.
Yeah,
and
we
I
do.
made a really Christmassy drink, Thanksgiving-y or Christmassy holiday drink. It's definitely a holiday drink.
It could go either direction, but I think this has got Christmas written all over it.
Okay, so it's called something like a spicy, sparkling citrus something.
You just made that up.
I know. I don't know what it's called as usual.
Okay,
but it has some ingredients y'all need to gather up because this will really
you might
make
have
you
to
happy.
make a world market run or something for this.
They don't have this at World Market. You have to go to Total Wine.
Oh, okay. Total Wine.
Total Wine.
Total Wine.
So
we just
you need
shout out to Total Wine.
Amaro Nonino, which is like an amaretto, spicy, holiday.
Yeah, it's really good.
It's really good. And then you can make a simple syrup that's super spicy with cinnamon and nutmeg and everything. Or what I would recommend is buy the gentian root and cinchona bark.
These are all things I don't even know how to
syrup.
pronounce. You know,
Yes.
I have a little language barrier.
Yes, well, this is from buttermilk.com, and they make these really interesting simple syrups that are worth ordering. And then you do
bitter milk or buttermilk?
buttermilk.
No, I thought it was bitter milk.
Oh, is it?
I think it's bitter, as in bitters.
Okay, we'll have to. That makes way more sense.
Yeah,
I wondered
bitter
why
milk.
it was buttermilk.
I think it's bitter.
I bet you're right.
Okay.
Okay, we'll post it.
Oh.
And then you put a little sparkling wine, a little gin, and then cinnamon stick, star anise, and blood orange, and it's gorgeous.
You
And
added the
it's
kumquats. Those are
festive.
so cute.
And I added the kumquats because they were at the store and they look so yummy.
I know.
So this holiday
good.
drink is a winner, and we will post it.
Yeah.
Because this is the time, guys, let's get creative.
Seriously, we're going to talk about getting creative this episode. We're going to talk about that.
We are, and we're going to kind of give you some gift ideas because I know this is a funny little Christmas and you might not be
It
in
is
the
odd.
mood. And one thing I would suggest is just start doing it and then you will get in the mood.
I've noticed that too.
Yeah.
You know, you threw me a curveball a couple of weeks back where you were like, oh, we're going to start talking about Christmas. And I was like, what? And now that I've started to think about it, and I will have to say, I think I have all my Christmas shopping done. Like you totally catapulted me into the holiday. And then I started looking at the calendar and I went, holy moly, it's going to be right here. I mean, like Thanksgiving is right on the back of December this year. And, you know, and for those of you that have Hanukkah, my goodness, that starts December, what, 10th?
December 10th through the 18th, I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's all a big, and I love, what I love about the holidays is they push us through winter so quickly.
Good point.
And they're kind of a necessity. So I wouldn't scrimp, especially this Christmas, on making, in this holiday season.
Making it special.
Making it special. I think you'll be happier. And we've really embraced the natural elements. But we are going to talk about a few gifts.
Yeah, we are. You said something again a couple of weeks ago about foraging, just going out and finding things in your yard or in the neighborhood that actually can bring the spirit in. I love these dried oranges on the twine.
Yeah.
I know you got those on what? Etsy
I got
or
them
eBay?
on Etsy, but they're so easy to make yourself. I just was too lazy.
It's okay. They're beautiful.
They really are. They smell divine. I'm going to I have them sort of draped over the bar right now, which you'll see in our little video, but I'm probably going to put them on one of my trees, multiple
Okay, how many
trees.
trees you going to have?
No, we'll see. If there are a lot of cute trees, I'll have 5. And if there aren't, I'll have 3.
Oh, my
But I
goodness.
do a quick and dirty tree
Yeah, we
design.
talked about this.
I don't spend a lot of time. I do.
I just now get a huge tree because I got really tall ceilings
Yeah.
and I don't have a ton of different differentiated spaces like we talked about last week where
Right.
I've got all these different, it's just all open.
No, you only
So
need one.
I just have a big honking tree. I mean, last year, I promise you guys, that trunk was about 8 inches in diameter. It was
a
big.
big tree.
And I just put lights on it now. That's it.
I love that.
That's all it
honey.
needs.
You do that.
Lights.
And then you do your cute wrapping anyway, which
Yeah,
we're
I
going
love
to
the
talk about
wrapping.
next episode. We're going to talk about creative wrapping.
Actually,
right?
I think we'll have, let's see, we'll have this episode, then we'll have the book of the month.
okay,
We got to
okay.
do book club. Everybody likes the book club. Got to do the book club. And then we'll skip over and do packaging and wrapping because I just think there's some really fun, creative ways to approach it this year.
Dixie manages our recording schedule clearly because I'm not a planner.
Yeah, but I don't do the Instagram. So it's like, we divvy up the task. And we actually did that with the videos today on all the product.
We did. We did a little gift guide. We did a few of the things. We're going to talk about it more in depth today, but we talked about our little gift giving guide.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So we kind of did it based on what each of us would either like to give or like to receive. We did a little bit of both.
We did, but I also was thinking about men, some family members who are male.
I didn't. No, I was looking at the jewelry. I was looking at all sorts of things that,
this is
guys
a different
probably
kind of
wouldn't.
year that I think we all don't really feel the need to overshop.
Correct.
And yet
I feel that need.
Yes, I would suggest that we shop more selectively and we shop small. I don't think
locals.
Amazon does not need us. Walmart does not need us right now.
Yeah.
They're doing fine.
Yeah.
And it's not as though you can't go there when
when
I
you
understand.
are in a pinch.
Yes.
Absolutely.
But I think shopping small is super special this year. And
those retailers had to buy way in advance to stock up for the holidays. I mean, they have inventory that they have already committed to. So, having owned several stores and coming from a family of merchants,
the pain.
I know the pain of having this whole lead up to the holidays and what all it entails. And you were just doing the windows for red ticking.
Well, we did the shop itself.
Oh, the shop. It wasn't the windows.
Flourish,
I get it all confused.
who's the best florist in town, Nisha.
Seriously.
She did the big bay wreaths in the windows that are phenomenal. And the scale is just, I love the scale. And then a big sort of epic bay leaf swag in the back. And
the swag.
I really encourage y'all to come in because we had so much fun. In fact, I was sort of lagging in energy and I was going to cancel, and Deke said to me, get down there. You always have fun. And I'm telling you, I had the biggest infusion of Christmas spirit just by engaging.
Getting started.
Yeah. And I think
started on
that if you're really lagging this year, I would say just start at the nursery.
Oh.
Start with the natural stuff. Start with the paper whites, which we talked about in our little video that I do the paper whites and the amaryllis in a basket. And then I put the moss on, and then I put some little pine cones on and some pepper berries, which if you buy pepper berries at the grocery store, which they're always available, and then they get dried and the greenery looks really weepy and sad. Keep the berries because the color is gorgeous and it's retained throughout the season. So it kind of looks like a forest floor, the ideal forest floor.
Yeah, it's so pretty. And you know what? I think that goes back to embracing the seasons. We have so many beautiful things that come to us during the winter, the pine cones and, these berries and just all the beautiful evergreen leaves. And if you embrace kind of what happens during, the changes of the seasons, it gets you in the mood and it does get you through and transition you. Do it, people.
It really does. It makes this winter just fly by, and then pretty soon we're into spring.
That's right.
So we can do it. We can do it, guys. I know it's hard to get started. I do.
But just
I reckon it would just
okay, let's talk stuff.
Okay, let's talk stuff.
Yes, and just all sorts of things. What should we start with?
Let's start with your jewelry because I love it and I think it's super special. And again, it's a small business owner, local, which doesn't mean, you all have access to her.
Yeah,
What's her
she's
name?
online. Her name is Sophie Gardner.
Sophie Gardner. Well,
And
that's a great name.
It's a great name.
I want a
And
name like that.
She does all forms of art. Like she carves, stones, and she does all the metal work. And then she also is an artist where she's working on bigger, large scale things that you could hang in your home, et cetera, et cetera. But I fell in love with basically, I don't even know what you call it.
Well, it's a heart.
It's a heart,
but it's dimensional.
It's an intersecting heart, and she does it in sterling silver, and she does it in gold, and I think it is like the perfect gift, especially since hearts are so popular. You made this comment.
Yeah, no, because my daughter loves hearts, and hearts are really popular, but they feel young to me, like they're too young, and so I love this one.
Yeah, it's so sculptural, and she even said she was going to see if she could do it in stone and what have you. We exchanged emails back and forth, but I love her, and she's sophiegardner.net.
Okay.
So I want to post that and make sure that everybody knows that it's .net. And of course, she's on Instagram and the whole deal. So we'll make sure we get all those connections.
That's a super
but I love her
sweet
stuff.
gift. And even,
so sweet, so
if
thoughtful.
I got that for Lulu or something, it would grow with her. Do you know what I mean?
It totally would. Mm-hmm. It totally would. The other artist that I like that I'm kind of fond of is this Jane Diarnsberg. Hope I'm saying it right, but she basically does the glass. Oh, here comes Biscuit. He's going to come visit us.
Hi, baby.
She does the glass rings and glass jewelry, and I'm just fascinated by it because for holiday, what's so amazing is that you can pair this with just anything else, a single band or what have you. It gives you a little glisten, but it's not just in your face. I just picked up a little happy for myself.
Ooh. Sorry, my phone's ringing.
Yeah, sure enough is. You're important. But I just picked up, to match my Tiffany ball ring, I picked up her clear glass, but it comes in other colors.
So cool.
It's pretty fun. But these are just the best things and so easy to wear, and it's kind of like Pyrex.
Yeah.
It won't like ding up, and if you drop it, it's not a big deal.
So I bought years ago an infused. It's their costume jewelry line from Louis Vuitton.
Oh,
they're infused pieces, which they're
very
like
similar to
acrylic,
that.
but they scratch and they don't last long. So
these are amazing. And the reason I had actually purchased one of these probably 3 or 4 years ago, and it has held up so well. And I slap bang whatever around.
Yeah, you're rough on your jewelry like I am.
And so when I was trying to find a good, something to pair with this, I was like, I'm going back to her stuff. So
Dixie is like the jewelry queen.
I love me some jewelry.
Okay, say her name one more time.
It's Jane Diarnsberg.
Can you spell that?
Capital D, apostrophe.
Oh.
ARENSBOURG.
Okay. Great.
And we'll link to her website as well, which happens to be her name.
Perfect.
But it's .com. So Sophie's is .net and blah, 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 and this one's .com.
Got it.
So I love that so much. So I'm all about the jewelry, ladies.
You are.
I'm just saying.
We like your jewelry recommendations because you know what you're talking about.
You're so sweet. Mm-hmm. I also loved the candles that we both ended up having our favorite candles, but we're both picky about the containers.
We're picky about the containers because now they've gotten a little gloppy gloopy and that just ruins the whole effect. So you found the Linnea line, which has been around a long time.
It has.
And the forest fir is the fragrance. Yes.
Well, I just love it because I love that when you open up the little lid to the container, so cute. There's some little matches in there. And we're match crazy.
We're match crazy. And I want to just do a shout out to my friend Maura, who does the specialized match boxes. And if you go on Instagram to M.O. matches.
They're gorgeous.
They're gorgeous. So there's that. But this is cute. This little matchbook in.
The idea of that's really good. I like the LAFCO matches. We talked about their candles a couple of weeks back, I believe, but their matchbox is really pretty.
It's very sleek.
Very
it's a very different thing than what we're talking about.
My house.
It's totally Dixie. It's very sleek and chic and modern.
So that was, kind of a good little stocking stuffer. But I was at the Thriftway and I found that other Roland.
That's a fur scented
It's a
one
fur scent
too.
as well. I like the fur scent for winter.
Find out, Lovey, grab it real fast without burning yourself because we have it lit right now.
We do have it lit.
And tell us the name of it because that is a very affordable little candle in a simple.
I got to put my glasses on. Let's see.
Put your glasses on.
It's called Roland Pine, and actually I got that all backwards. So it's the Soap and Paper Factory. They're based out of the New York State.
Yep. Yeah, I really like it.
And it's just a little bit more affordable, and it's maybe a little bit lighter than Times.
It's lighter than the Fraser fur that's done by Time.
Mm-hmm. It is. So if you're feeling like that's a little bit strong, this is a little bit lighter.
I love the Fraser fur, but
it's packaged well, and it's a cutie, another like good little stocking stuffer, or an addition to anything that you would, give somebody. It's a good little add-on.
Well, I think stocking stuffers are hard because you can load up and spend a ton of money on things that are useless. Or that are candy or whatever. And I love that this like LAFCO matches and the fur
those are
candle
good stocking stuffers.
Really good stocking stuffers.
Well, those little bitty those little notepads.
The notepads.
So cute. Ramona and Ruth is one of them. And then Alexa Pulitzer. They all have these cute little notepads. I'd much rather get something like that than a bag of, bad candy. So
that would be a great stocking.
Wouldn't it?
And the Franz chocolate.
Okay, but that's good candy. Yeah,
that's good candy. That's a great.
It could. It actually would. Oh, they have the best. So if you go into the Franz, another local here, but their chocolate is divine. If you go in there, they have the little hot chocolate machine. It's amazing. And they use their own dark chocolate powder.
Oh, so you can just go get one right there?
Well, sure.
Oh, I'm doing that.
Yeah, it's very, very rich and delicious. But their chocolate sauce is really good on just about anything that you would want to serve with chocolate. Mm-hmm. And then, I've taken like cheesecake and then used Franz. Go buy the cheesecake. I don't make anything. No. I go buy the cheesecake and I'm like, oh, the cheesecake's great and it's nice and plain. And then I've taken that chocolate sauce.
Oh, brilliant.
And I just look like I knocked it out of the park.
I bet. Oh, that sounds divine.
So that's a good little gift. I give that to my father-in-law because he loves chocolate sauce so much on his ice cream.
Well, it is a good one. Mm-hmm. And people love those kinds of gifts, I think. And, I don't think we're going to, normally most years it's all about the hostess gift. Now it's because we're not really socializing. It's more about neighborhood gifts.
I think so, too. Mm-hmm. I think it's walking around and going over to your neighbors and making sure that, you just check on them and make sure everything's good and staying kind of close to home and reaching out to them. And I think everybody's it's that whole mentality of everybody's kind of depending on everybody else. And, you want a sense of being.
I know. In terms of, I hate talking about resets because I think there's sort of a political connotation to that. But I will say, I think a Christmas reset in the retail sense is not all bad to be more thoughtful about.
I think so too, because it's the waste thing and it's making sure that it's intentional. Okay, so speaking
about waste, you know what we need to do? Because I was at the Goodwill today.
Love the Goodwill.
I love the Goodwill.
That started in Seattle.
I didn't know that.
Yes, ma'am. Seattle started the Goodwill.
The thing I love about the Goodwill is it's more than just a repurposing place. It's a bootstrap organization. So it's teaching people retail, and they hire people and then they teach them things and then they go out in the world and skill sets.
Yeah.
But anyway, I was there today and I was getting us some glasses because I love to find
we need glasses for all these cocktails.
Yes, for all our cocktails. Yes. And I found these darling ones that were brand new with still the crystal sticker on them or the whatever sticker.
Goodwill.
I love the Goodwill. And we're going to do a whole episode on the Goodwill. We have to, Dixie.
We need to go and shop.
We need to shop and show people
how you can really work it.
But the other thing I was thinking was it would be so cool if your family said, we're doing only Goodwill and half-price books for Christmas. So go get creative.
So Half Price Books is another, I don't know that it's necessarily a Seattle thing, but basically it's, a bookstore that has used books.
Yeah.
And, the Goodwill obviously is like the thrift store. So if you're in, I don't know, London, or if you're in, Pennsylvania or
I'm sure
wherever it
there's
is.
one.
You just go to, your resale places
Yeah,
and repurpose and reuse.
I want to support the local bookshops, and I think that's great. But the fact is they don't have as much inventory as the resellers.
Yeah, the reseller does have quite a bit.
And I wouldn't mind at all getting used books. That doesn't bother me one iota.
Yeah, and I think that they also have a little section in most of the stores that I've been in that are actually little vintage and antique books.
Yeah.
That they, might have a little collection of Charles Dickens or, like some classics that you can bundle together and give someone that's a book nut. I mean,
so get creative,
great.
Y'all. And I love a good puzzle. For the holidays. I think that's
everybody needs a puzzle on their table.
And there are some pretty ones out there because so many of them are kind of tacky. So you do your homework and find a pretty one. And I don't
like them too hard because I get frustrated.
Well, no, I think you need a 500-piece puzzle.
I need, I can maybe do, 1,000's pushing it.
No. 1,000's too many. No, that's a little daunting. Do 500, honey.
Okay.
And then if you need stuff for the holidays, I want to go back to the Goodwill just briefly.
Okay. You're loving this Goodwill thing. You must have had a good day at the Goodwill.
I had a good day at the Goodwill, and I didn't even buy very much, but I wanted to because I don't need very much. But I was looking around going, oh my gosh, if you need big hurricanes to put a big pillar candle in, go to the section where all the glass vases are. And there are some great shapes.
So good. And then
so good.
You mentioned the silver plate.
So there's a ton of silver plate there, which, you don't have to have sterling silver to look good and sparkle. And I'm fine with silver plates. So go get to the Goodwill. And I bought a little copper colander, a little itty bitty one.
That was so cute.
Yeah. So
I picked up pewter at the Goodwill. Everything. It's so fun. I love it.
So speaking of pewter, my girlfriend Amy gave me a little Match. You know that label Match or that brand?
No.
They do pewter matched.
Right?
No.
Match? I don't know. That doesn't sound right to me, but okay.
Anyway, I'm sure everybody else knows.
They probably do. We don't know, but everybody else does.
That's a good gift because it really will stand the test of time.
Oh, that's good.
She gave me the tiniest little vase, and I absolutely adore it because it's heavy, it's pewter, it's going to last forever. And I thought that's one of my favorite gifts ever. So, okay, we need to talk about guys, though.
Yeah, talk about the guys and some of the things that we can do for guys.
Okay, well, it's a short list.
It's a short
list. As usual, guys are hard to buy for.
They are.
So I think this year, because things have gotten so casual, some of our men don't have enough clothes to wear around the house without looking like slobs.
I know.
And I find
you may have to invest in some casual wear.
Yes. So one of the shirts that I actually tried out on my son, I haven't seen it on him in person, but he quite likes, is the brand called Cricket.
Yes, you mentioned this.
And so it's a long sleeve polo.
Nice.
So it's a little more, you can roll the sleeves up if you like, but it just is a little more refined,
pulled
but still
together.
Casual.
Yes. Yeah. And comfortable.
Because
that's what we're all kind of looking for too.
No, and nobody goes to the dry cleaner anymore. Bless their little businesses' hearts.
I feel really bad about that.
I know your dry cleaner's going out of business.
One of them,
Yeah.
It's so bad.
I know, and none of us go anymore because we don't wear those types of clothes. So, and then the other thing for guys that I like, infusions in alcohol are big.
It's a big deal.
In gin and vodka and things like this. Infusions
and it's just
are
fun.
big.
It's like a little project.
It's like a project, which I think everybody likes, a little home project because we're home. We can do these things. So you can actually buy the infusion kit.
Yes.
Not that it's hard to create infusions, but it's a little
you can get
daunting.
A jar and do
but you can get a little box of infusions, and we'll post that. That is another great stocking stuffer.
Yeah, it's just a great stocking stuffer. It's almost like a little chemistry project, too.
It's like a chemistry project.
It's kind of fun. But, if you're liking the mixed cocktail things, too, you've got the one book that is non-alcoholic, but you can also just get a little cocktail book. I mean, guys love those things.
I think they do. I think it inspires them. Yeah, you got one for Tellier.
We shouldn't talk too much about it, but it is funny. It's comical.
It's comical at the same time
historical. And historical, and then it's got like recipes. So
what's the name of it?
Oh, gosh.
We'll
Give me
link to it.
freedom and give me a drink or something like that.
Something
Really
cute.
clever. But it talks about all the prohibition and the crazy alcohol laws and stuff.
And if you watch our little video on our gift giving, you'll
Right.
see that I also am promoting, and I really like this book called Dry.
Clever name.
Which is all non-alcoholic drinks that are very sophisticated, that'll make your, teenage kids feel grown up, and your all your friends who come over who don't drink, and there are plenty of them,
want to, yeah.
or don't want to,
Just
want to.
I don't want to. I'm driving tonight. Whatever.
Just make them feel special, which I think is important. And they all could easily, you could add alcohol to them.
Of course.
So I love
And they're
that
pretty.
flexibility.
Well, I love it because you could get your kids involved in making it's a recipe. So
Right.
again, it's following directions and putting ingredients together and making something creatively beautiful. So it's like, hey, this is a project for the kiddos too.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
Okay, speaking of kiddos, one of the things that I love that we talked about rustic joyful food, and we had her here, and we did some cooking with her, Danielle Cartis, and we love her. And she has the new kids cooking book,
Which is so cute.
so cute. And if you have younger people in your families,
Pick that up.
that one is awesome. I get, it's so hard to give to kids because they have everything these days.
Oh, yeah.
And they have every book.
And you want them to read, though.
But I want my kids start cooking at a really young age in the
I think
kitchen.
that's so good.
And it's one of the best things. I didn't do everything right. That one I did right because they're super
Atta girl.
self-sufficient. They're now super self-sufficient in the kitchen. And
That's great.
they were always so proud of
and they're
themselves.
comfortable. They're comfortable in the kitchen, both of them.
They're well trained.
Very well trained. Good job.
But I think those books are a great starting point, especially if they're given as a gift. Then the kids are like, ooh.
Right. And then they have more
Mom's not
investment.
telling me to cook.
Exactly.
This little book is telling Danielle's telling me to cook.
Yeah. And things that are fun and relatable to them. The other thing speaking of cooking that you loved that I want to make sure you mention are the skillets.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So this has been around a while. I know you all know this, but one of the things I've wanted forever is a set of the tiny cast iron skillets, which are not expensive. I think they sell them at Target. They sell them at World Market. They're like $11.
So
And
easy.
I want to do, any kind of meal with individual cast iron skillets
That's
served.
so cute. I want you
Yes.
to do dessert.
You want me to do dessert? I could see doing a breakfast. I could see doing potatoes au gratin. And you
yum.
share with your partner, or you know what I mean?
I want an apple crisp.
You want to have, okay, honey.
Okay.
Okay, honey. I'll do
Or
that for
a
you.
mud, what do they call them? Those
like a
fudge
brownie with the
brownies
ice
with
cream
the
on
ice.
top.
That's what I want in my skillet.
Yeah.
Okay.
You want that in your
You can
skillet.
serve everybody else potatoes.
Well, it's infinitely versatile. And
it's a great
I've always wanted
idea.
that. I think it would be so fun if you delivered 4 of them to
Super
somebody who's a
clever.
good cook, or 6. They're, $11 each.
So cute. Yeah, if they're, like your friends that are really good cooks, that would be a good little trick.
Wouldn't that
for
be a
them.
good little trick? Because I don't think that many people, I think a lot of people have thought about it, like me,
Right.
but haven't
actually acted on it. But you like your
acted on it.
ladle
So the
and
ladle.
your candles.
Okay.
The other candles.
I went to World Market.
You love World Market.
Well, I do. It's
I
not
think
like
my girlfriend Yvette's going to give you a run for the money on the,
She
on the
loves
World
the World
Market.
Market
She
too,
loves
yes.
it too. But you know what? You love a World Market.
I love a World Market because things are affordable. It's not as though I love everything.
No, of course not.
No, but I do love that they have those little skillets, and I love the colors of the candles they have. They have a plum, and they have sort of a
Olivey
It's
kind
not,
of.
It's just much fresher than that.
Fresher than
it's
that.
like
I don't
moss.
know. It's mossy
green.
but it's so beautiful.
I know. I need to go back and get more because I'm going to fly through those over the holidays.
You are.
I light candles every single day.
I do
so
too.
I really,
Multiple.
and then they have these that look like they're handmade. I don't know, but they're made out of a little bit better wood than your wood utensils would be, more like acacia or something. I don't know, but they're gorgeous, and I love the website
This
Polder's
label's pretty.
Own, which you can find on Instagram. And
Olive wood.
olive wood. They're
You know,
gorgeous.
I did olive wood hardwood floors one time.
Oh my
they
gosh.
were beyond stunning.
I
This is
bet.
a beautiful, durable.
Yeah, I'll have that forever.
Hardwood.
Ladle. It's a ladle, and then I also have just a wood spoon out of it. And I just think it's rock solid. Like if you put that even in a creamware antique tureen, it's going to look
gorgeous.
Good.
It looked good even in this little container.
Dixie got this cool container that's a glass sort of
just an old vintage
glass container with this cute red top to it. And I'm telling you, you could fill that up. You got that at the Goodwill.
Yeah, I did.
You could fill that up with a bunch of gifts and give that, and somebody would keep the container forever.
Of course they would. I love the idea, and that's what we're going to talk about when we do the packaging section of using things.
Oh, we should do this as an example.
Yeah, that you can use again, and things that are more practical as opposed to just throwing away a bunch of paper or recycling the paper like we've done before where you're using sheet music or something like that. So we'll touch on all those things when we talk about the packaging. Yeah.
Our job in these next few weeks is to get you excited about Christmas.
I think that's really what our goal is that we want you guys to get excited about the holidays. And although you may not be able to be with everybody, the people you're with, make it fun, make it special, make it something that you remember, and get a little creative this year about how you approach it.
Yeah.
And that will be an attitude changer. It really will.
It will be. And I think we're going to take up a new game in our family, like cribbage or something.
Oh,
or
nice.
mahjong.
Well, you've already done petanque this year.
We've done petanque, but I don't think we're going outside.
Well, you might be. You never know. With some hot chocolate, you can have that friend's hot chocolate and go outside and play petanque. I'm in.
I know. Okay, we're going to do that.
Okay, I love it.
And then we'll sit by the fire outside.
Fantastic.
Okay, honey.
All right. Ciao for now.
Ciao for now.
Hey, y'all. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. You can also find us at designsalvation.com, where we'll have the past podcasts listed as well as show notes. Hope to see you there.